Hello, friends, families, yes, I guess families, and followers. It is day 8 today. Day 8 is also known as Thursday. Is it day 8 or is it day 7? I think it's day 8. We've just lost track of time. We did 81 miles today. We are in Kamiah, Idaho, which is a small town sort of nestled in this sort of valley of these amazing hills, mountains, just spectacular. We did 80 miles. It was a good day, but a challenging day. We had a 16-mile climb, so that was a little bit challenging, but got up to the top. And then we had, towards the end of the day, we had a 2-mile climb. It was 500 feet, but there was some pretty spicy inclines on there that we had to make it up. But I'm actually finding the climbs not terrible. I'm actually oddly enough, I'm preferring the climbs to the actual just rolling hills. So that's sort of an odd thing. But anyway, so it was a good day. And then tomorrow we have 115 miles. We're heading from here to Lolo. And we will be in Montana, so we'll be in our 4th state by tomorrow night, which will be very exciting. It was a really good day. I'm kind of also realizing I had this sort of epiphany as I was on the bike today, as one does, given that you're just spending 6-7 hours on the bike. But I had this epiphany today that there's really 4 elements that you want to keep under control on this. And I'm sort of really now a week in getting kind of dialed into this, which is first one is rest, is how much rest you're getting. So even if you're not sleeping, are you just sitting, and do you have your legs elevated? What are you doing to just rest and relax your body and your mind as well? It takes a lot out of you. The other one, there was rest, and then there's pacing. So pacing is a very big part of it. So what I've also realized is I have just been riding my own ride and not trying to keep up with pace lines and things like that if I think I can't. And that's been a really impactful aspect of the ride that's allowed me, I think, at times to be able to then climb actually faster than some, not that it's a competition, but I've actually had some strong climbs, which is good. So I'm just trying to make sure that I'm keeping my pacing really set and taking it very easy, especially, starting out, getting warmed up, and really just letting my body and my legs kind of get into the motion. And then taking the hills and things like that when you can, and enjoying that. We had a very nice, 6-mile downhill. I think it was topping out at 32, 34 miles an hour. It was fantastic. It was gorgeous, just winding through this incredible valley. The other element is hydration. So making sure that you stay hydrated. Certainly it's while you're on your bike. I was doing electrolytes in every one of my bottles, and I found that it was actually, I think it was kind of adding, it was having an impact on my stomach. So what I'm now doing is sort of electrolytes, water. And when we stop, I'm keeping a water bottle that's just water and at all times. And I'm adding and topping up my water bottle that had the electrolytes. So there's still some flavor in there, which is kind of nice. And then I'm also making sure that I drink a lot of water and a lot of fluids at night as well, in the morning, and at any time, because you just have to stay hydrated. One thing I also discovered was in the hydration is I was drinking soda waters at lunch because they were so cold and just felt so good when you came in, especially on a hot day. But it was just not sitting well with my stomach. So those are off the menu for me. I did have an athletic beer, a non-alcoholic beer with dinner tonight, which was amazing. And I'll talk about that next. The final element is fuel, and it's how well are you keeping yourself fueled. And one of the things that when my coach was coaching me through the training on this was, she was saying, I don't think you're not getting enough carbohydrates. You're not just fueling yourself enough. So what I am doing here, which is I actually switched to this yesterday, I think it was, and it's been great, or maybe the day before. But basically what I'm doing is I'm making peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for myself in the morning, and then I'm putting in the plastic baggies, and then the guides take one and put one in each of the snack trucks, because at lunch we always have peanut butter and jelly available on the food truck or on the kitchen truck or kitchen wagon, whatever you want to call it. But then basically I'm having a half or a whole peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Today, when we got to the top of the 16-mile climb, I had an entire peanut butter and jelly sandwich, even though my lunch was only 20 miles away, because I was like, I just burned through a lot in that 16-mile climb. So I'm finding that if I can stick with that, and then even for lunch today, I had some pasta salad. I had a little, 2 little sandwiches on like those Hawaiian rolls, which are really yummy, with some cheese and meat, and that's it. And like that was it. And then just continued on with my PB&J regimen. So those are kind of the things that I've really found are working really well for me. And I've just focused and kind of, at least got them down to those 4 elements: is rest, pacing, hydration, and fuel. If you can get those under control, it actually is all very manageable. It's tiring and it's a lot of work, but it's very manageable. So tonight we had pizza. We had a delicious little parking lot pizza party, which was great. I had 3 pieces of pizza, 2 of them with like meat toppings because I wanted to get some protein. And one of them was like a chicken with a white sauce. It was actually quite yummy. And then I did have a little chocolate 2-bite brownie for dessert because I just need a little something sweet. But again, we have a 115-mile ride. Tomorrow we lose an hour going into Montana, changing into the mountain time zone. So it's going to be a long day. And then we have an 8-mile climb, 1,600 feet, 8-mile climb, right near kind of towards the end of the day. And then we've got a downhill. So it's going to be a long day. We're starting tomorrow morning at 7:15, and we'll just ride all day. So, but it's a little bit cooler. Anyway, longer update today, but I just wanted to kind of capture those elements because that was really key for me. And it was, and I've been thinking about it and just focusing on it. And it's about getting a system and the system and finding what works. And then really just, I'm finding that I'm actually feeling good. So not every day is going to be good, but if I can keep those things under control, I think in the end, it'll help me. So anyway, thanks for following. Take care. Have a good night. Bye.